The wind howled like a beast unchained, whipping snow into Alex's face as he stumbled out of the crumbling brownstone on Chicago's north side. His sketchbook clutched to his chest like a shield against the frozen apocalypse. His landlord's bellow still echoed in his ears. Out. Now. No more excuses, you freak. The slur landing harder than the eviction notice that had come 2 weeks ago, ignored in the haze of unpaid rent and a heart too broken to fight. But as the door slammed shut behind him, sealing his life inside with the canvases that held his soul, Alex realized this blizzard wasn't just weather. It was the universe's cruel punchline to a year of quiet desperation. He'd always known loving men in a city that pretended to embrace them came with invisible barbs. At 28, Alex Rivera had poured his queerness into art, vibrant murals of intertwined bodies under rainbow skies, hidden in galleries that catered to the bold but never the broke. His latest series, Shadows of Us, had caught a curator's eye 6 months back, promising a solo show that could lift him from ramen noodle nights. But then came the whispers, a rival artist, straight and silver-spooned, spreading rumors that Alex's work was too provocative, too in-your-face for polite society. Galleries backed off, commissions dried up, and the rent, the rent, became a noose tightening with every missed deadline. Now, here he was, evicted on the worst night of the season, the thermometer plummeting toward zero, as Lake Michigan's fury turned the streets into a wide-out war zone. Alex's thin jacket, splattered with paint from a frantic morning session, offered no armor. He trudged toward the L train, visions of a shelter blurring in the gale, when headlights pierced the storm like accusatory eyes. A squad car skidded to a halt beside him, the door flying open before the engine even died. "Jesus, kid, get in." The voice was gravelly, urgent, cutting through the roar. Strong hands, calloused, steady, hauled Alex into the warmth of the cruiser, the door slamming against the wind's protest. He collapsed into the passenger seat, shivering uncontrollably, his fingers numb around the sodden sketchbook. The cop, broad-shouldered in his navy blues, cranked the heat and tossed a wool blanket over him without a word. Up close, in the dashboard's glow, Alex saw the man's face. Late 30s, jaw set like carved oak, eyes a piercing blue that scanned him not with pity, but something sharper, recognition. "You okay?" the cop asked, voice softening just a fraction as he pulled back onto the slick avenue. "Name's Detective Ryan Hale. Saw you staggering like a ghost out there. Where the hell's your coat? This ain't a night for heroics." Alex's teeth chattered, but he managed a weak laugh. "Evicted. Landlord. Didn't care about the storm. I'm Alex. Alex Rivera." He rubbed his hands together, the sketchbook slipping to the floor mat with a wet thud. Pages fluttered open, sketches of lovers in profile, one figure always shadowed, always reaching. Ryan's gaze flicked down, then back to the road, his grip tightening on the wheel. The silence stretched, broken only by the wiper's rhythmic slap. Alex braced for the usual, the awkward shift in posture, the veiled questions about lifestyle choices. But Ryan just nodded, like he'd seen worse. "Eviction in this weather's bullshit. I'll drop you at the precinct. We got cots, coffee. Warmer than any shelter tonight." Gratitude swelled in Alex's chest, mingling with exhaustion. "Thanks. Really. Most people would have driven by." He glanced at Ryan's profile, the faint scar tracing his jawline, wondering about the stories etched there. Cops in Chicago had their own ghosts, protests turned riots, badges tarnished by bias. Alex had marched in those streets, rainbow flag high, demanding the city see them as human. As they crawled through the blizzard, visibility near zero, Ryan's radio crackled with dispatch. Down lines, abandoned cars, a city on lockdown. He muted it, stealing another look at the sketchbook. "Artist, huh? Those drawings. They're good. Raw." Alex's heart stuttered. A compliment from a stranger, a cop, no less, felt like sunlight cracking ice. Trying to be. Got a show lined up once, but things fell apart. He didn't elaborate. Vulnerability was a luxury he couldn't afford yet. Ryan hummed, navigating a drift with practiced ease. "I get that. Dreams get buried under the grind." His tone carried weight, a hint of personal fracture. They lapsed into quiet, the storm's fury muffled by the car's cocoon. Alex dozed fitfully, waking to the precinct's fluorescent buzz. Ryan guided him inside, past yawning officers who nodded without question, to a back room with cots and a humming space heater. "Crash here," Ryan said, handing him a styrofoam cup of coffee that burned just right. "I'll check on you come morning." As he turned to leave, his eyes caught the sketchbook again, open to a full-page portrait. A man in uniform, face half lit by street lamp, eyes haunted with unspoken longing. Ryan froze, color draining from his cheeks. "Where'd you get that?" Alex blinked, following his gaze. "I drew it last year. From memory. Saw you. Well, someone like you, at a pride rally. You were directing traffic, but you smiled at this kid handing out flags. Stuck with me." It was a half-truth. The real inspiration had come from a news clip. Ryan's face splashed across screens during a brutality scandal. Cleared, but scarred by public trial. Ryan's breath hitched. He sank onto the cot's edge, staring at the page like it held state secrets. "That's me. From the rally. But how? And why draw that?" His voice cracked, raw edges exposed. Alex saw it then. The flicker of fear, the guarded hope. This wasn't just rescue. It was collision. Before Alex could answer, Ryan's radio erupted. "Hale, we got a 10 to 32 at the old warehouse district. Possible break-in, artist studio hit." Ryan bolted up, but not before murmuring, "Stay put. We'll talk." The door clicked shut, leaving Alex with the sketch, the storm, and a certainty that his eviction was the least of the upheavals barreling toward them. The precinct hummed with low-grade chaos, officers shuffling reports under the storm's siege. Alex huddled under the blanket, the coffee's warmth seeping into his bones, but sleep evaded him. That drawing, why had it shaken Ryan so? He'd sketched it on a whim, after seeing the detective's testimony in that trial. A cop standing against his own, defending a trans teen beaten by colleagues. Ryan Hale, the traitor to the blue wall, demoted but unbowed. Alex's art had always been his rebellion, capturing the unseen aches of queer lives. Drawing Ryan had felt like honoring a quiet ally. Hours ticked by, the blizzard's roar fading to a persistent moan. Footsteps echoed. Ryan, returning with a vending machine sandwich and a thermos refill. His face was drawn, shadows deepening the lines around his mouth. Storm's easing. Roads'll clear by dawn. He sat across from Alex, elbows on knees, studying him like evidence. "That drawing. It's more than a sketch. It's like you saw inside." Alex shifted, unease prickling. "Art's like that. Pulls from fragments. You were different that day. At the rally. Most cops keep distance, but you engaged. Made space." He paused, gauging. "Heard about the trial. The kid you protected. Brave." Ryan's laugh was bitter, short. "Brave? Try stupid. Lost friends. Rank, half my pension prospects. Family calls me a disgrace. Dad's a retired sergeant. Sees it as betrayal." He rubbed his scar, a souvenir from a bar fight gone wrong, years before he'd questioned his own attractions. "But that kid? Worth it. Reminded me why I signed up. Protect the vulnerable. Even when it's us against them." "Us?" Alex echoed, the word hanging electric. Ryan met his eyes, unflinching. "Yeah, us." The admission landed soft, seismic. Ryan Hale, the stoic detective, was gay. Or at least, not straight. In a department rife with don't ask, don't tell undercurrents, it was a grenade pulled mid-conversation. Alex's pulse raced, layers peeling back. "Didn't expect that. From you. Not judgment. Surprise, laced with kinship." "Most don't. Keeps things simple." Ryan's gaze softened. "But your art. I saw your show last year. Veins of Velvet at that little spot in Wicker Park. The piece with the fractured mirror? Hit like a gut punch. Made me face shit I'd buried." Alex's jaw dropped. Of all the coincidences, the eviction, the storm, now this. His show, the one that had briefly lit his world before the backlash snuffed it. "You were there?" "I remember scanning the crowd. Thought I saw someone who got it." Ryan nodded, a ghost of a smile. "Front row. Bought a print. Kept it hidden in my locker. Till the locker room pricks found it. Trash talk ensued. Quit the gym after." He shrugged, but pain lingered. "Your work calls out the hiding. The love we deny." The room felt smaller, charged. Alex reached for the sketchbook, flipping to blank pages. "Want me to draw you now? For real?" It was impulse, a bridge offered. Ryan hesitated, then leaned in. Yeah, show me what you see. As Alex's pencil scratched, lines capturing the vulnerability beneath the badge, their stories intertwined in whispers. Ryan spoke of his ex, a firefighter lost to cancer 2 years back, their love a secret even from close friends. Alex shared the rival's sabotage, forged emails accusing him of inappropriate advances on models, tanking his career. Laughter mingled with tears, the blizzard outside a mere backdrop to this unexpected confessional. Dawn crept gray through the blinds when Ryan's phone buzzed, a text from his partner, Jamie, a trans journalist who'd become his anchor post-trial. Gotta go. But stick around Chicago. I know a guy, owns a loft space. Could use an artist in residence. He scribbled a number, pressing it into Alex's hand. Call me. Not just for the couch. Alex watched him leave, the doors swinging on possibility. But as he gathered his things, a knock, sharp, insistent. An officer poked his head in. Rivera? Landlord's downstairs. Says he wants to talk. And there's damage at your old place. Vandals, maybe. Heart sinking, Alex followed. The landlord, a beefy man with eyes like flint, fidgeted under the fluorescence. Look, kid, I overreacted. Storm's bad. Can't have you freezing. But the lease, it's ironclad. No apology, just calculation. Before Alex could retort, Ryan reappeared, badge glinting. Heard about the break-in. My beat. Mind if I tag along? His tone brooked no argument. Together, they piled into the cruiser, the city awakening under a brittle sun. The brownstone loomed, door ajar, snow drifts invading the hallway. Inside, devastation. Canvases slashed, paints dumped like blood across floors. Alex's knees buckled. Months of work, his shadows series, gutted. Who? Rage choked him. Ryan knelt, gloved hands sifting debris. Not random. Look, paint thinner on the locks. Targeted. His eyes narrowed on a signature scrawled in red. Freak show over. Alex's blood ran cold. He knew that hand. Ethan Caldwell, the rival artist, straight-edge golden boy whose jealousy had festered into this. It's him. Ethan. He warned me. Said my agenda wouldn't fly. Ryan's face hardened. Proof. But even as he asked, he was radioing forensics, his protector's instinct flaring. As text swarmed, Alex's phone lit up, an unknown number. Text. Saw your sob story online. Artist evicted trends. Tragic. Or karma. He attached a photo. Alex's ruined studio, time-stamped hours ago. The hook twisted deeper. This wasn't just eviction, it was war. And Ryan Hale, unlikely knight, was now in the crosshairs of Alex's unraveling world. The precinct bullpen buzzed like a hive on edge. Detectives hunched over laptops as the blizzard's aftermath clogged lines with reports of burst pipes and stranded motorists. Alex sat in a vinyl chair that smelled of stale smoke, his ruined sketchbook open on his lap, while Ryan paced, phone pressed to his ear. Yeah, Sarge, pull the CCTV from the block. Caldwell's got priors, petty shit, but pattern fits. He hung up, turning to Alex with a look that balanced fury and focus. Ethan's is not slick. We'll nail him. Alex nodded numbly, the red scrawl burning in his mind. Ethan Caldwell, 32, heir to a gallery dynasty, whose abstract nudes screamed privilege while Alex's queer narratives whispered truth. They'd crossed paths at art school, allies once, late nights debating brushstrokes over cheap beer. But Ethan's coming out as straight, or rather, his insistence on it, had soured into resentment. Your stuff's preachy, he'd sneered at a critique. Not art, propaganda. Now, this, destruction born of envy, laced with homophobia that Chicago's art scene pretended didn't exist. Ryan slid into the chair beside him, close enough that their knees brushed, a casual anchor in the storm. Hey, breathe. This ends today. His hand lingered on Alex's shoulder, a touch both professional and profoundly not. In that moment, Alex glimpsed the man beneath the badge. The one who'd lost Mark, his partner, to the fire that took him, and with it, the closet door Ryan had half cracked. Tell me about him, Alex said, needing distraction. Mark. Ryan's eyes distant, he leaned back. Met at a department fundraiser. He was the hotshot rook, all charm and no filter. I was buttoned up, Took 6 months for him to crack me. A smile ghosted. We kept it quiet. PD's not exactly rainbow-friendly. But nights at his place, cooking pasta, arguing over hockey. It was real. His voice frayed. Cancer hit fast. Pancreatic. Gone in 4 months. Left me with a dog I hate walking and walls too quiet. Alex's throat tightened. I'm sorry. Sounds like he was. Light. Yeah. And you? That show Ryan mentioned. Veins, what sparked it? Ryan's curiosity was genuine, pulling Alex from his grief spiral. A breakup. Fiancé. Ex. Couldn't handle the spotlight. Said my art made him look bad to his conservative folks. Alex traced a slash mark on the page. Poured the pain into mirrors. Shattered reflections of love we couldn't reflect back. Ryan whistled low. Deep. Ethan's a fool to torch that talent. His phone buzzed. Jamie. He answered, voice warming. Babe. Yes, still at it. No, not the Blizzard case. The artists. Tell you later. He winked at Alex. Jealous type, my Jamie. Keeps me honest. The name clicked. Jamie Torres, the investigative reporter who'd broken the story on Ryan's trial, turning public scorn into reluctant acclaim. Trans, fierce, their relationship a quiet testament to survival. Alex envied the solidity, even as envy twisted toward hope. A junior detective burst in, tablet in hand. Got him, Hale. Timestamp on that text traces to a burner, but the photo's metadata pings Caldwell's studio IP. And CCTV? Grainy. But that's his beamer peeling out at 2 a.m. Ryan stood, adrenaline sharpening his edges. Let's roll. Rivera, you up for ID? Alex rose, resolve hardening. Damn right. The drive to Ethan's loft in River North was terse, skyscrapers looming like judgmental sentinels. Snow-plowed streets gleamed treacherous under sodium lights. Ethan lived in glass-walled opulence, a stark contrast to Alex's walk-up purgatory. Ryan parked curbside, flashing his badge at the doorman who stammered compliance. Upstairs, the door yielded to a warrantless knock. Ethan, disheveled in silk pajamas, blinked at them like intruders in his dream. Detective? Alex? What the? Save it, Ryan growled, stepping inside, Alex flanking. The space screamed excess. Warhol prints, a bar stocked with single malt, canvases half-finished in sterile whites. Your handiwork. Ethan's eyes darted to Alex, venom flashing. Evicted squatter shows up with heat? Classy. He crossed arms, feigning nonchalance. I sent a text. Freedom of speech. Breaking and entering ain't speech. Ryan snapped, pulling out cuffs that glinted menacingly. Photo evidence, IP trace. You're done. Panic cracked Ethan's facade. Wait, it's not what you think. Alex started it. Spreading lies about my work, saying I'm erasing queer voices to the board. I just wanted him gone from the scene. Alex stepped forward, voice steady despite the quake inside. Lies? You forged those emails, Ethan. Accused me of harassing models to poison the well. And now this. Slashing my life because it threatens your tidy narrative. Ethan's laugh was hollow. Narrative? You're the one shoving rainbows down throats. Art's universal, not your pity party. The slur hung unspoken, but its echo chilled. Ryan's hand twitched toward his holster. Not threat, but restraint. Universal, huh? Tell that to the judge. Assault, vandalism, hate crime enhancement. He Mirandized him crisp, cuffs clicking like finality. As Ethan slumped against the wall, defeated, Alex felt no triumph, only hollow. Why, man? We were friends. Friends. Ethan spat. You pitted me. The straight guy in the queer crowd. Made me invisible. Tears welled, ugly truth spilling. Dad's gallery, it's all I have. Your shadows threatened to eclipse me. So I burned it. The confession landed like ash. Ryan hauled him toward the elevator, but paused, glancing back. Rivera? You good? Alex nodded, but inside, fracture spread. Friendship's corpse, exhumed and rotting. As sirens wailed them away, his phone vibrated. A gallery alert. Shadows of us, salvaged pieces trending. Justice for Alex igniting social feeds. Jamie's doing, no doubt. Back at the precinct, processing Ethan took hours. Ryan's testimony sealing the charges. By midnight, released on technicality pending arraignment, Ethan slunk out under bail, his family posted. But the damage? Irreversible. Ryan found Alex in the break room, nursing cold coffee. He's lawyered up, but solid case. You'll get restitution. He slid into the booth, exhaustion etching deeper. Dinner? My treat. Jamie's cooking, insists. Alex hesitated, the invitation a lifeline. Yeah, let on. Jamie's brownstone in Logan Square glowed welcoming, sense of paella wafting as the door swung open. Jamie Torres, mid-30s, sharp bob haircut framing androgynous features, eyes that dissected stories and souls with surgical precision. The hero of the hour, they quipped, hugging Alex fierce. Saw your sketches online. Killer. Inside, walls lined with awards and protest photos, a bulldog snoring by the fire. Dinner unfolded in easy rhythm. Jamie probing Ethan's motives with reporter's acuity, Ryan deflecting with dad jokes, Alex sketching idly on a napkin, their faces intertwined in laughter. For the first time in months, he felt seen, not as victim, but vessel. But as plates cleared, Jamie's phone pinged, a source tip. Ethan's dad, pulling strings, threatening to bury the case, sue for defamation. Their face darkened. Old money plays dirty. Ryan cursed under breath. Not on my watch. To Alex, this twists. You in. Alex met his gaze, fire kindling. All the way. The night deepened, alliances forging in candlelight. But outside, Chicago's winds whispered warnings. Prejudices didn't yield easy, and Ethan's fall might just be the spark for greater inferno. Morning light sliced through Jamie's curtains, painting the kitchen in gold as Alex stirred from the guest room couch, head pounding from fitful dreams of slashed canvases and shadowed faces. The aroma of bacon pulled him upright, Ryan at the stove, sleeves rolled, humming off-key to a classic rock station. Jamie, cross-legged on the floor with laptop, typed furiously. Coffee's brewing, sleeping beauty, Ryan called, plating eggs with a wink that sent warmth curling through Alex's chest. He joined them at the scarred oak table, the domesticity a balm against yesterday's wreckage. Smells like home, Alex murmured, accepting the mug. Black, strong, Ryan's red on him spot on. Jamie glanced up, fingers pausing. Home's what we make. Speaking of, check this. They spun the screen, a crowdfunding page, Rebuild Shadows, already at 5 figures. Donations from art collectives, queer allies, even strangers moved by the viral eviction clip. Your story's resonating. Hit the Chicago Reader overnight. Alex scrolled, tears pricking. Messages poured in. Your art saved me. Ethan's the freak. A video from the rally Ryan had mentioned, him shielding that trans kid, badge gleaming defiant. Who's the cop? Comments asked. Alex's sketches had gone viral too. The Ryan portrait captioned, unsung hero. Ryan peered over, flushing. Hell, didn't sign up for fame. But pride flickered, tempered by caution. Sarge called. Ethan's dad's leaning on the DA. Wants a plea. Misdemeanor, no hate charge. Jamie's jaw set. Bullshit. I dug up dirt. Senior Caldwell's donated to anti-LGBTQ PACs. Hypocrite much? The table tensed, the idol fracturing. Alex pushed his plate away. So it's not just Ethan. It's the machine. Memories surged. His ex, Tomas, buckling under family pressure. Their engagement ring pawned for normalcy. Art school, where queer pieces got constructive critiques laced with doubt. I thought coming out was the hard part. But it's endless. Ryan's hand covered his, thumb tracing circles, subtle, steadying. It is. But we chip away. That trial nearly broke me. Colleagues whispering, fag enabler. Lost my beat partner, transphobe to the core. His voice roughened. But Jamie here? Turned the tide. Exposed the rot. Jamie grinned, fierce. Solidarity's my beat. Now yours. They outlined a plan. Alex reclaim his studio, host a pop-up exhibit from salvaged works. Ryan, leverage his badge for security. Jamie, amplify via bylines. Energized, they piled into Jamie's Jeep, heading to the warehouse district. The storm's scars lingered, icicles daggering eaves, drifts hiding potholes. Alex's old building squatted forlorn, yellow tape fluttering like cautionary flags. Inside, the air hung heavy with turpentine ghosts, shards crunching underfoot. He salvaged what he could, a half-intact canvas of lovers embracing amid thorns, symbolizing love's barbs. Ryan hauled boxes, muscles straining, while Jamie photographed for a feature. "This one's gold," they said, capturing Alex mid-revive, light catching his determination. But as they loaded the Jeep, tires crunched, a sleek SUV, black as intent. Out stepped Victor Caldwell, Ethan's father, silver-haired, suit impeccable, eyes cold as Lake Superior. "Mr. Rivera." A word. Ryan stepped forward, hand on holster. "Detective Hale. States here on official business." Victor ignored him, zeroing on Alex. "My son's distraught. This. Misunderstanding. Let's settle privately. Gallery space, funding, erase the charges." Alex's stomach roiled. Misunderstanding? He destroyed my life. Slurs, sabotage, hate. Victor's smile was oil-slick. "Passion in art breeds rivals. Ethan's future, our legacy, can't hinge on your sensitivities." The pause dripped disdain. Jamie's phone recorded discreetly. "On record, Mr. Caldwell." He faltered, then straightened. "Think carefully, boy. Chicago's small for dreamers." Ryan's voice cut steel. "Threats? Add obstruction to the pile." Victor retreated, SUV vanishing into traffic, but the chill lingered. Back at Jamie's, adrenaline crashed into doubt. Alex paced the living room, Bulldog Rufus eyeing him warily. "He'll bury us." "Money talks." Ryan pulled him down, close on the couch. "Not alone." Their faces inches apart, breaths mingling, tension electric, unspoken. Alex leaned in, lips brushing Ryan's in a kiss tentative, then fervent. It tasted of coffee and courage, years of hiding dissolving in that press. They broke apart, foreheads touching. "This. Us," Ryan whispered. "Mark would have liked you." Alex smiled, shaky. "He'd hate my cooking." Laughter bubbled, easing the knot. But Jamie burst in, face ashen. "Tip just dropped. Ethan's posting bail bondsman. Anonymous threats online. Fags and traitors beware." The high plummeted. Ryan's phone rang. "Sarge." "Pull back, Hale. Brass says it's civil now. No hate angle." Betrayal stung. "What? Evidence. Politics. Caldwell's a donor." "Stand down." Ryan hung up, fury blazing. "Screw that. To Alex and Jamie. We go rogue. Your exhibit, make it count." Plans shifted. Underground show, queer safe space in an abandoned foundry. Invites via encrypted apps, security from activist networks. As night fell, Alex sketched feverishly. Ryan's profile, now with Jamie's hand on his shoulder, a triad of resilience. But sleep brought nightmares. Victor's sneer morphing into Tomas's goodbye, canvases aflame. Waking sweat-soaked, Alex found Ryan in the kitchen, staring at Mark's photo. "Can't lose this," Ryan murmured. "Not again." Alex hugged him from behind. "You won't. Promise, fragile as frost." Dawn brought action, sourcing lights, framing survivors. Whispers spread, queer Chicago mobilizing. Yet undercurrents swirled. A text to Alex, unknown. "Drop it, or your cop's next." Heart hammering, he showed Ryan. Forward to Jamie. "Bait." Ryan's calm masked storm. But in his eyes, fear, for Alex, for them. The foundry loomed that evening, industrial bones cloaked in shadows. Volunteers buzzed, hanging works under strung bulbs. Alex's pieces transformed ruin. Thorns blooming roses, shadows yielding light. Ryan patrolled perimeter, Jamie live-tweeting build-up. Crowd trickled in, artists, allies, survivors. Gasps echoed at shadows, the slashed canvas now mosaic of mended tears. "This is us," a young lesbian whispered, tears streaming. Then, chaos, shouts outside. Ryan radioed, unmarked van, men piling out, bats in hand. Caldwell's goons. Jamie yelled, hurting inside. Alex grabbed a pipe, pulse thundering. Ryan charged out, badge forgotten, tackling the lead thug. Fists flew, snow churned red. "Back off," Ryan roared, subduing one, but numbers overwhelmed. Jamie dialed 911, Alex swung, crack against a knee. Sirens wailed distant, but close enough. Goons scattered as blues arrived, not Ryan's precinct, but impartial. In the aftermath, medics patched cuts, arrests made. Victor's name surfaced in wallets. "Got him," Ryan panted, lip split, holding Alex tight. Exhibit lives. Inside, Applause thundered as Alex took the makeshift stage. This isn't end, it's ignition. Words poured. Love's defiance, friendships forged in fire. The cop who'd seen his face and chosen sides. But as cheers peaked, a figure slipped in. Ethan, eyes hollow, uncuffed. Alex, wait. The room hushed, climax teetering on knife edge. Ethan Caldwell stood in the foundry's threshold, silhouette stark against the snow-glazed door, his designer coat dusted white, like premature defeat. The crowd, 200 strong, a tapestry of rainbow pins and leather jackets, parted instinctively, murmurs rippling like aftershocks. Alex gripped the mic stand, knuckles white, Ryan's hand brushing his back in silent brace. Jamie hovered stage left, phone poised, capturing the intrusion. Alex, Ethan repeated, voice cracking over the hum of exposed beams. He stepped forward, hands raised, empty, trembling. I came to apologize. Not for show. For everything. Skepticism crackled, a burly activist blocking his path. Bulls hit, pretty boy. Your daddy's thugs just tried smash and grab. Ethan flinched, gaze locking on Alex. I didn't know. Swear. Dad went nuclear when charges hit. Hired those idiots without telling. Tears carved tracks down his cheeks, smudging the artfully stubbled jaw. But the studio? That was me. Alone. Jealous, scared shitless. Your work. It exposes what I can't face. The room stilled, breaths collective. Ryan tensed, ready to intervene, but Alex raised a hand. Talk. Here. Now. He descended the stage, pulling Ethan to a shadowed alcove amid the sculptures, twisted metal lovers, echoing his themes. Up close, Ethan looked wrecked. Hollow cheeks, eyes red-rimmed from more than blizzard chill. School days. You were the talent. I was the hack with connections. Then you came out. Owned it. Rainbows in every stroke. I tried. Dated a guy once, sophomore year. Felt right, till Dad found out. Disgrace to the name. Buried it deep. He laughed, wretched. Became the bully. Sabotaged you to feel straight. Superior. Alex's chest ached, echoes of his own closets. High school flings hidden. Tomas's ring a cage disguised as commitment. Hate's heavy, Ethan. You could have reached out. Couldn't. Pride mine his. But seeing your eviction clip? Broke something. Ethan pulled a crumpled envelope from his pocket. This. My share of the crowdfunding. For new supplies. And Dad's key. His private collection, queer artists he suppressed. Yours now if you want. Gasps from eavesdroppers. Jamie's eyes widened, zooming in. Ryan muttered, leverage, but softer, pity edging in. Alex took the envelope, weight symbolic. Why now? Ethan met his eyes, raw. Because your art wins. And I want in. Not as rival. As ally. Friend, if you'll have me. The offer hung, fraught. Forgiveness wasn't erasure, it was rewrite. Alex glanced at Ryan, whose nod was subtle. Trust your gut. Prove it. Help rebuild. Publicly. Ethan nodded, fervent. Deal. The crowd reconvened, tension ebbing to wary cheers as Ethan joined the teardown crew, sleeves rolled, hauling frames with newfound humility. Whispers evolved. Redemption arc? Or PR spin? Jamie cornered him for quotes, extracting admissions that would headline tomorrow's piece. Caldwell Air comes out. As ally. Buy exhibits close, exhaustion mingled with elation. Bids poured for pieces, enough to cover rent, months ahead. Alex's phone buzzed. Gallery offer. Real this time. From a progressive collective. Shadows reborn. They crashed at Jamie's, takeout ties steaming on the coffee table. Rufus begged scraps, tail thumping. To unlikely saviors, Jamie toasted, clinking bottles. Ryan's arm draped Alex's shoulders, casual claim. And to twists that stick the landing. Lips met again, slower, exploratory, fire banked to embers. Jamie fake gagged. Get a room, you two. I've got deadlines. Morning brought fallout. Victor's furious voicemail, disowning Ethan publicly. You've shamed us. But Ethan, unbowed, leaked it to Jamie, fuel for exposure. Ryan's precinct simmered too. Sarge summoned him. Stunned at the foundry? Brass is pissed. Suspension pending review. Ryan's jaw clenched. For doing right. Fine. Desk duty beats silence. Alex, sketching at the table, overheard. We fight this. Together. The week blurred. Ethan co-curating a reparations show, funneling Dad's suppressed works to queer nonprofits. Victor lawyered up, countersuits flying, but evidence. Goon's confessions, Ethan's testimony, tilted scales. Deeper currents stirred in quiet moments. Ryan opened up over late-night walks, Rufus tugging leash. Mark hated my job. Said it ate souls. Wind tugged their scarves. You make me want to stay in it. Fight smarter. Alex squeezed his hand. And you make me believe in heroes. Not capes, badges with hearts. Their first real date. Art Institute, after hours, courtesy of a donor pal. Galleries empty, echoes soft. Before Hopper's Nighthawks, Ryan kissed him proper, deep, unhurried. Museum hush amplifying heartbeats. This, Ryan breathed, is worth the blizzard. But paradise cracked. Jamie uncovered Victor's deeper game, funding a family values initiative, anti-trans bills disguised as reform. Ryan's trial ties made him target. Anonymous Oppo research dredging Mark's death, twisting it into distraction from duty. Stressed, Ryan withdrew, shifts doubling. Alex confronted him at the precinct lot, rain sheeting. Talk to me. We're in this. Ryan's eyes shadowed. Can't drag you under. You're rising. Shows in 2 weeks. Alex cupped his face. Rising together. Or not at all. The dam broke. Ryan sobbing, confessions tumbling. Scared. Of losing you like him. Of the badge breaking us. Alex held him, rain mingling tears. It won't. We're tougher. Reprieve came via Ethan. A leaked memo. Victor's bribes to DA exposed. Charges stuck. Hate enhancement reinstated. Victor folded. Plea deal in exchange for silence. Exhibit night dawned crisp. Gallery packed. Press, patrons, protesters outside waving signs. Art over hate. Alex's shadows dominated. Mended canvases, new works featuring Ryan's scar-kissed profile, Jamie's defiant stance, Ethan's tentative hand extended. As toast after toast rang, Ryan pulled Alex aside, alcove dim. Marry me? Not now, someday. When the dust settles. Alex's yes was whisper seal. But dust? It swirled anew. A courier delivered, manila envelope, no return. Inside, photos, Ryan and Mark, intimate, time-stamped post coming out rumors. Blackmail, resign, or these go viral. Family man image shattered. Sender? Victor's ghost, or worse, a department mole. Cliffhanger gripped. Love's pinnacle, peril's shadow. The envelope's contents scorched Alex's palms as he thrust it at Ryan in the gallery's back office, door barred against the revelry's hum. Photos spilled across the desk, grainy shots of Ryan and Mark in a lakeside cabin, arms entwined, laughter frozen in time, moments sacred, now weaponized. A note, typed sterile, protect your legacy, resign quietly, or Chicago sees the real hail. Ryan's face ashen, he sifted the stack, fingers trembling. These. From our anniversary. How? Voice hollow. He sank into a chair, the weight of exposure crushing. Alex knelt before him, hands on knees. Victor's desperate. Or Ethan's spinning tales. But doubt gnawed. Timing too precise, post-redemption glow. Jamie slipped in, lock clicking. Heard the buzz. What's the play? They scanned the note, jaw tightening. Digital forensics. I'll trace the drop. But Ryan. This hits core. He nodded, distant. Core's cracked already. Mark's family, conservative as hell, cut me off after he died. Said I influenced him wrong. These out. They win. And the PD. Whispers become shouts. Alex's heart fractured. You don't resign. We expose it. Turn poison to power. Ryan's laugh, brittle. Power? I'm a beat cop playing hero. You, artist, voice. Deserve better. Better's us, Alex insisted, rising to pace. Walls closed, Monet's water lilies mocking serenity. Remember the foundry? We fought. This. Same war. Jamie's phone pinged. A contact in cybercrimes. Envelopes print. Cheap stock, no prints. But postmark, internal mail. Someone in your house, Ryan. Betrayal's blade twisted. Ryan bolted up. Sarge? No, loyal. But seeds of suspicion sprouted. They regrouped at Jamie's, Rufus sensing tension, whining at feet. Over whiskey. Neat for Ryan, splash for Alex. Plans hatched. Bait the mole. Ryan feigns resignation letter, leaks internally. Jamie monitors chatter. Alex crafts a piece, collage of the photos, anonymized, titled Exposed Truths, Love Not Shame. Ethan arrived unannounced, face gaunt. Dad's raging, cut my allowance. But I overheard. His PI tailed you years back, Ryan. For leverage, post-trial. Ryan's eyes narrowed. Your old man never quits. Ethan shifted, guilty. I can confront him. End this. Do it, Jamie urged. On camera. Ethan's nod was grim. He departed, determination stealing his slouch. Nights blurred. Ryan on edge, patrols tense with phantom watchers. Alex studio-bound, gluing fragments. Mark's smile, Ryan's gaze, layers of hidden lives. Their intimacy deepened, bodies seeking solace in tangled sheets, whispers mapping scars. Love you, Ryan murmured one dawn, fingers tracing Alex's spine. First time saying it postmark. Feels right. Alex's reply, kiss sealed, but fear shadowed. What if exposure cost Ryan everything? Climax brewed midweek. Ethan texted, meet at Dad's club. Wired. Ryan and Alex tailed, parking in shadows. Oak-paneled lounge, cigar haze. Victor ensconced with brass heavies, Sarge among them. Hidden mics caught it. Hail's a liability, Victor schmoozed. Photos ensure compliance. Sarge's chuckle, oily. Consider it handled. Department's cleaning house. Rage boiled. Ryan stormed in, badge slamming table. Handled? Treason, you mean. Alex and Jamie flanked, her live stream rolling covert. Chaos erupted. Victor sputtering denials, Sarge badge fumbling for arrest. Punches glanced, Ryan dodging, subduing with precision. Alex shielded Ethan, who faced his father tear-streaked. Enough, Dad. It's over. Cuffs clicked, squad cars swarming the valet line. Headlines brewed. Art world scandal. Corruption, blackmail, betrayal. Aftermath cascaded. Sarge suspended, Victor indicted for extortion. Ethan's testimony sealed fates, his own coming out, bisexual, buried, cathartic front page. Ryan cleared, promoted ironically to internal affairs. Irony he embraced. Watchdogs need watchdogs. Alex's Exposed Truths debuted to acclaim. Photos reclaimed as testament. Bids soared, funding a foundation. Queer creators against silence. But personal tempests lingered. Ryan's family surfaced, sister, Elena, at the opening. Saw the news. Mark. He loved you fierce. This you? Deserves it. Hug awkward, but bridge built. Alex met Mark's ghost in stories. Ryan's tales of road trips, inside jokes. Jealousy? None. Gratitude for the love that shaped his man. Jamie's byline exploded career, but burnout loomed. Need a vacui, they confessed over brunch. You too anchor me. We will, Alex promised, sketching their portrait. Phoenix rising. Twists lingered soft. Tomas, ex-fiancé, emailed, apology, therapy breakthrough. Your strength inspires. Alex replied gracious, closure clean. Ethan, humbled collaborator, co-founding the foundation. From ashes, he toasted at launch. Yet, in quiet, Ryan confessed doubts. What if the next storm? Alex pulled him close, city lights twinkling below their new loft. Rent-free, donor-gifted. We weather. Together. Honeymoon phase bloomed. Weekends at the lake, Rufus romping shores. Ryan proposed proper, sand-scripted ring box, waves applauding. Forever, artist? Forever, detective. But Chicago whispered warnings. A new bill, anti-arts funding tied to values. Activists mobilized, Ryan testifying, Alex's works rallying crowds. Cliffhanger resolved? Not fully, life's narrative arcs endless. But in their bed, limbs entwined, Alex traced Ryan's scar. Our story, masterpiece in progress. Months wove into seasons, Chicago's brutal summers yielding to autumn's amber haze. The loft a sanctuary of stacked canvases and case files. Alex's foundation thrived. Workshops in underserved neighborhoods, young queer artists mentored, voices amplified against the din of doubt. Shadows no more. The flagship exhibit toured nationally, each stop a spark igniting dialogues on love's quiet revolutions. Ryan's promotion brought purpose laced with peril, rooting out corruption, his desk a warren of redacted reports. Nights, he'd collapse beside Alex, murmuring case confessions over takeout. Busted a ring today, badges shaking down trans kids for vagrancy. Pride warred with weariness. Feels like progress. Jamie, ever the catalyst, balanced them. Dinners devolving into strategy sessions, Rufus commandeering laps. Their bond, platonic steel, weathered Jamie's coming surgery. Top surgery, long-planned milestone. Finally matching the mirror. They joked, but vulnerability peeked through. Alex sketched pre-op portraits. Ryan stood vigil post, the triad unbreakable. Ethan evolved quiet, solo show, abstracts infused with subtle rainbows, subtext his rebellion. He and Alex reconciled over coffee, scars acknowledged. You forgave first. Taught me grace. No bromance, but respect, solid. Victor's empire crumbled, assets seized, galleries repurposed for community spaces. Last Alex heard, exile in Florida, railing to echo chambers. Justice, imperfect, but served. Personal milestones mounted. Ryan's sister visited, Elena thawing into Andy Roll, bringing Mark's old vinyls, Springsteen anthems crooning nostalgia. He'd say you're good for him, she told Alex, eyes misty. Family, pieced anew. Alex's own kin, Puerto Rican roots in Humboldt Park, warmed slow. Mom, devout but devoted, attended a workshop, tearful at a teen's coming out piece. Your path, different, but beautiful. Tomas faded to footnote. His wedding invite declined with postcard well wishes. Love's rhythm deepened. Lazy Sundays painting Ryan's portrait anew, each stroke capturing growth. Lines softer, eyes brighter. Intimacy, emotional cartography, mapping fears, charting joys. You're my muse, Alex whispered, brush pausing mid-caress. Ryan's retort, grin wicked. And you're my chaos. They danced to those vinyls, loft spinning, city oblivious below. But drama's embers glowed. A foundation rival emerged, slick consultant, rebranding queer art as inclusive, code for sanitized. Whispers of funding cuts if edgy persisted. Alex rallied board, Ethan testifying passion over polish. Climax crested at annual gala. Opulent hall, donors mingling. Rival pitched, slides gleaming corporate. Alex countered with live demo, teens unveiling works. Trans futures in neon, lesbian elders in gold leaf. Art heals because it's honest, not palatable. Applause thundered, rival retreating. Funding secured, doubled. Post-gala, rooftop afterparty, stars pricking smock. Ryan pulled Alex aside, ring glinting, simple band, engraved scene. Today, Vegas? Or here, with them? Alex laughed, tears joyful. Here, now. Jamie officiated impromptu, Ethan best man awkward, Elena flower tossing. Vows exchanged under confetti snow. I see you. Shadows, light. Promise to hold both. Honeymoon, road trip, Mark's old Mustang rumbling highways. Stops at diners, murals, motels, love lazy, profound. Rufus boarded with Ethan, reports comically disastrous. Return brought routine, laced magic. Joint therapy, unpacking closets. Ryan confronted PD ghosts, Alex his imposter pangs. Growth, gritty. Twists? A pregnancy scare. No, Jamie's egg donation query. Surrogacy dreams deferred. Ethan's brief relapse. Hookups hiding hurt. Mended with group hike. Vulnerability shared. Winter circled. Anniversary blizzard light dusting streets. They retraced that night. Precinct cots to loft. Ryan's hand in Alex's. From eviction to this, Ryan marveled, wine warming. Alex toasted, blizzard brought blessing. Years blurred forward. Foundation global, Ryan chief, Jamie editor-in-chief. Kids? Adopted twins, queer-raised, canvases their playground. Reflections in mirrors mended. No fractures, just facets. Love, not linear, cyclical, resilient. In quiet, Alex sketched final piece. Them, aged graceful, hands linked eternal. Our hook, he said. Ryan kissed his temple. And the whole damn story. Epilogue whispered. Chicago, eternal storm. But they, unbowed, entwined, its defiant dawn.